Hey, what's up, guys? We're back here at the shop working on the 86, doing something I haven't done before. We're going to be changing out the carrier bearing or the center support bearing. So here's what we have here. We have the carrier bearing or center support bearing. We have some Driveshaft hardware as well as the pinion nut and a couple of washers. I bought this kit. It was a complete kit. I think it costed me about like 150 bucks. We also have the FSM, which is giving me a lot of confidence because it's only like, 2 pages. So not too bad. I think we should be able to knock this out. Let's see here. So yeah, that's the old carrier bearing. So we're going to go ahead and replace that. So I've gone ahead and marked the drive shaft. So that way when we put it back together, everything goes on the way it was. Okay, the first step I like to do, especially when working on something like this alone, is I like to put a bungee strap. And what that does is that'll actually give you like an extra hand. It'll hold the drive shaft up as soon as you remove this hardware. Okay, let's go ahead and remove the drive shaft from the rear differential. It's just 4 12-millimeter bolts. All right, get this last bolt out here. All right, we're just going to pull the drive shaft off now and let it rest right on that bungee cord. Next, I'm going to remove the hardware here that actually holds the center support bearing. This is just the heat shield. And now we can go ahead and pull this drive shaft off. All right, we got the drive shaft here on the bench. Let's go ahead and take this thing apart. I believe the first step is we're going to remove this hardware here. All right, with a little bit of help from the hammer, I was able to separate the two parts of the drive shaft. Now we just got to get this pinion nut off. All right, so I have the drive shaft here, placed in the vise. I have it supported by the table, and we're going to go ahead and get this nut off right here. All right, so I've already unstaked the nut, and we're just going to hit it off with the air gun. There we go. All right, now we're just going to give it some light taps. Looks like it's coming out fairly easy. Some hardware here, washer. And there we go. All right, Alright, at this point the bearing should just slide off. And there we go. Alright, so we got the carrier bearings out here. I don't know if you can see the difference. This is the old one. This is the new one. So you can see how over time it's deflected down. So it should be great once we put everything back in. Alright, here are the torque specs. We're going to go with 144 foot-pounds first, loosen, and then tighten again at 51. Alright, we got the drive shaft here all done. Center support bearing in. Everything is torqued, and we're getting ready to put this drive shaft back into the car. Here we go, we got the drive shaft installed, the carrier bearing in. Everything's looking good. Let's bring this thing out for a test drive. All right, guys, so we finished up the drive shaft and I brought it for a drive. Everything seems great. It definitely feels a lot smoother. There's definitely not as much vibration as there used to be. I mean, you know, it's a 30-plus-year-old car, so it's not going to ride like a brand new car. But, I mean, I'm really happy with how it's going along with this car. It seems like every modification I do, you can really feel that the car is getting back to, you know, at least where it used to be. So, yeah, I mean, the center support bearing is probably one of the easiest maintenance or upgrade items that I've done on these cars. So I recommend, yeah, go ahead and tackling that yourself. All right, guys. Thanks again. See you in the next video.